Hi, today I'd like to talk about expressing emotion and, really more truthfully, not expressing our negativity as a means to discovering that we are not our emotions. Hi, I'm Molly Knight Forde, founder of the Awareness School, and it's probably not going to be very popular what I have to speak about in regard to expressing negativity. And I know that mostly we think about expressing negativity as a means of legitimizing our feelings and being able to express how we feel, and it has been drilled into us now that it is very unhealthy to suppress emotion. I agree that it is not healthy to suppress emotion. But the practice that I'm going to propose to you is not suppressing emotion, but not expressing negativity. Now, we can also get into trouble with all of this because so many of us were taught to be nice. And what we did was not express our feelings. And so that came to be a kind of suppression of what we were feeling. I'm not proposing that. What I'm proposing is that when we feel negativity, that we refrain from outwardly expressing that negativity. I learned from not expressing my negativity that it comes from somewhere else, that I am not that emotion. And what I found was that they came from not being able to accept what is and not being able to control a situation. Or perhaps I would be frustrated or irritated with people not doing or acting the way I expected them to, or the way I wanted them to, or the way that I thought was appropriate. Now, I placed more meaning on what I thought should be. A lot of my negativity came from things that I didn't like. And life is always going to have things that we don't like. And if we are consumed by negativity or things like anger, we are less powerful. We are consumed, and usually when we are filled with anger, I have found that it is about me and how I have been offended. I have a severe lack of empathy for what's going on with that other person. Even if I don't approve of their behavior, if I can see and understand more of why they are doing what they are doing, I can be more effective in stepping in and taking measures against those actions. Not expressing my negativity does not mean that I have to agree or that I am complicit in some overriding bigotry or racism. It means that I can be very effective in working against atrocities that I see without being immersed and consumed by my anger. When I am consumed by negativity, I become less effective. Let's take, for example, when a child acts in some way that we deem inappropriate. If we come at them in anger, we're less effective. They're more likely to not listen. We end up shaming them. And if we can come into a situation and sit with our negativity, we might begin to understand what our frustration is with the action instead of blaming our frustration on the other person's action. We cannot change others, but we can do something about it. We can offer teaching or offer resistance against something that we deem inappropriate. But when we can cook in our own negativity, when I have done this, I have found that it is based in it being about me. And I have now searched or deemed other people's actions as the problem instead of my reaction to the problem. Now, I know it may seem that by my suggesting that you do not express your negativity, you may feel unrecognized, or that your feelings are not legitimate. And I'm not saying that. It is so often suggested that we replace negative feelings, negative thoughts with positive feelings and positive thoughts. And for me, that is simply suppression of these emotions. I'm not suggesting that you suppress your emotions. I'm suggesting that we all sit with our emotions without telling our neighbor or without expressing that anger so that we may discover something more. I have found that when I do not express my negativity, I discover the true source of that negativity and how it lies within instead of circumstances that are without. I hope you read the blog. It's much more comprehensive, and play around and work with this idea of cooking in our own emotion, in our negativity, to discover more from whence it comes. Have a great week.